Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Today, I'm going to be working more on my shape factory. Let this go for a bit while I was getting ready. And we're getting close to finishing this to unlock a quad cutter. That should be cool. Good morning, Aqua. How's it going? I'll make some shapes. They're getting complicated. Making this was crazy. Had to make white star, yellow circles, red star, stack it all up. And to make this red and white circle put together with a green star on top. Crazy. This has been fun so far, though. So, we're about to unlock something else new here. And then making these as well will get me a speed upgrade. Needs a lot more of them, though. We're also bringing in these like fan shape things and these. Don't have white circle with a blue star thing on it, but extraction's far from my biggest problem. So if I wanted to speed this whole bit up more, like I'm being limited on my yellow paint production is what's going on here. Like, this is such a massive undertaking here. Because, like, up here, we've got blue and green being made into turquoise. From two different massive factory lines. And then over here, we've got red and blue being made into magenta. And then the turquoise and magenta is being made into white paint to be added to these star shapes right here. And then we've got stars being painted red in multiple places right here. But then we have red and green being made into yellow to paint the circles. And that's not happening fast enough, so I guess what I need to start with is upgrading this. Make more yellow. And we kind of have a whole like setup here. Let's see. Control. Grab this. Like, this is the blueprint. You can place that right there. Thing is, let's see. How do we want to improve this? I don't think I can pick up and move that. I might just need to scrap all of this. Actually, we could probably, like, rotate this. Yeah, I kind of see it. Okay. We're gonna break this whole thing. Ooh. Well. Whoa, rotate. Just kind of redo. Let it feed the yellows that it's got. Cool. Unlocked. The variant of the cutter allows you to cut shapes into 4 parts instead of just 2. Cool. That is pretty convenient. Okay, but then what do we need next? Okay, it wants half circle, half square, with white circle on top of it, and a little fan thing that's blue. Well, there's one of these that wants the circle with the blue. This would just need to get stacked on top of that other thing that's... Yikes. But we need to keep making these, so... Need to fix this whole situation up. Alright. I want to rotate this. Here. There. This. We all go there. Then let's get this. I keep hitting the T button. Conveyor 1. Rotate these. Fine. That. So we should be back to making yellow and making more of it than we were before. Twice the amount we were making before. So making yellow is not going to be the limiting factor in making those stacked shapes any longer. But okay then. So the only place I've found this shape is down here. And I'm only getting half of it currently. Breaking it into 2 halves and splitting that off and then stacking them together to make the fan shape and then painting them red for this mixing and painting, which that'll get finished fairly soon, and that's going to make mixing and painting faster. 2 times speed to 3 times speed. That's a big deal. So that'll just speed this up, but as far as making more of those that are blue, I mean, here's one. Same deal. Well, and look at this right here as well. Fan. I have never seen one of those shapes just fully put together. Circle way down here. This thing's a mess. Be cool if I could just make the fan shape thing without having all this other nonsense. I don't know that it exists out in my world. Here's another one. There's a lot of this. So I think what we need to do, like, we need to make a massive factory of making these fans off of this. make them blue. Making the white circles won't be too bad. We know how to make white now. Got that whole process figured out pretty nicely. Okay, so let's get to it. Rotate this. Lane of 4, lane of 4. There's one. Here's one. There's one. There's one. Could do more, but I guess let's start with that. So then we need to get these cut up and stack together. Like, I need to set this up to be massive. Okay, so I wanted to cut this. What does this look like? Okay. Doesn't make sense to like pull this out in groups of 2 and then split it. So maybe you don't need this. Need something like this going on with cutter, 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 cutter. Pull this back to another cutter. Then this side of it is scrapped. This belt is broken. Okay. But it's possible we could split these lanes for even more cutters. And roll, grab this. We probably want something like that. Make cutter. This one needs to go up one. Wow, it really rotates the garbage bin. And I can slap this in here. Roll, copy, paste. Okay, so there's that one. Cut. Crap. Split. Cut. Scrap. Okay. So we've got 4 different processes of this happening. Now, 2 of them need rotated. On each side twice. This all cleaned up. That's the other half of it. Okay. Then, let me find a stacker. This is a stacker setup. Good. So, then I need to copy this. Well, that's expensive to make, but back to fan. This. Pull this out here. I don't want to cover up this blue. This blue spot's important right there. I guess I could do it like this. There's one. Two. Can I flip it? No. Fine, we'll do it. Oof. Right here. So I also need these. Alright. Then we need to combine that. Combine these. The order of this doesn't matter, but one goes there. Another one of these goes here. And there we are. We're getting star shapes out. And the fans. Then we do the same thing over here. Combine. Input 1. Combine. Input 2. Here's 1. And input 2. Alright, so now we're going to be making an absurd number of these. Alright, the cutters currently can't keep up with this production. But we're working on upgrading cutting speed, so that'll eventually get better. We're really close to the painting upgrade. Well, this is fine. So then if I wanted to pull these together, combine those, pull this, get it through a tunnel. Out here into storage for now. Oh, and then, yep, upgrade this. So now it wants purple star with a circle, white circle on it with purple star on top of that. Yikes. Big yikes. Alright, I don't know if that one's happening anytime soon. Alright, let's... this here. Combine this. There. So eventually, yeah, it's gonna slow up. Okay, but then... here. This will get warped over there. And whoa. There we go. All right, that's step one. Then we need to paint them blue. All right, so paint structure, that's a stacker. This is a paint structure, same idea. But a bit easier to execute. Copy that. To fan. Hopefully this is all going fast enough. Should be. So this needs to go here. Feed an absurd amount of blue. Here, this, there. Nope, that's a color mixer. Oh, no, 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 no. This is all wrong. This is all wrong. Yep, delete it. Okay. Painting is the harder thing. We're working on unlocking double painting from this. Painting ends up looking out like this. painting. Okay, let's say I put this here like this. Get this here with this. Then that goes in. Keeps going. Then this top line through here like that. We'll split one off into here. This will come out and down through a tunnel here. This keeps on going. So did I just make a module of painting finally? Figured this out? I think so. We need this. Seven, 8. Might need to be even bigger than that. Or we make another one this direction, or more. Alright, I did not grab this, so make these. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, it rotates these every time I place it. So how do we clean this up even more? Not like this. Copy this. And then put that into storage. That'll move. Okay, so I can't quite pull that off. Well, I mean, it's slowing. It actually might, actually. It's starting to filter back through here. Good morning, Viking. How's it going? Sorry if I missed you. Been real focused on this. Yeah, okay, I saw this one make one, so one did get out of here. This is after we just got the painting speed up as well. So this at the moment is being slowed down by logistics. Because this top one should be the one that's constantly going. Okay, let's do... Well, I guess that works too. No. There we go. We are getting tons of these blue stars now. Then I guess next step is stack those blue stars on white circle. Now, gotta be a circle somewhere. Straight up, I'll move it from all the way across the map. I'm not manufacturing a circle. Here's a circle. Okay. Okay. So we need white circle, which means we need paint factory. Maybe do that over here. Let me go. Oh, whoa, that was a... That circle is farther away than I thought it was. There's a circle over here. There's another circle up here too. I mean, what else is going on? I mean, this is another star factory, just far less efficient than the one I just made. Well, I see a way I can speed this up real quick, actually. This needs cutting. This needs to... Combine that. Then up here... Oh. Forgot that step. This is already, like, kind of set up to do this. Cut that. Dumpster this. Fine. So now that's going to be limited by stacking speed, without a doubt. But ups the rate of those. That's cool. Circle. White circle. We need white circles for lots of things. We actually already have white circles being made. Up here. We also have some being cut into pieces for this whole project. These white circles are traveling all the way across the map for this. But given that I have created this, we can use this. It takes 700. Gotta take a bunch of these, but I know how to make a lot of white. We're gonna do that here. White. Okay. Here. Right. Then need to extract. Red and green. This one needs split off. Go there. This needs split off. Go on a little journey there. This, that. Into storage facility. Okay. Oh, no. Nope. You're just gonna go do this instead. Don't want to copy that bit. I could probably compact this a little bit more, but this should grab all of it here. Get this all lined up. Okay. And then we extract blue and red to rotate. I guess these could each feed their own line. That's fine. We don't need this. Okay, then I guess the same could be done here. with a, no, 1, 2, 3. There. And there. All right, we got magenta. That there. Oh, made that wrong. Here to there. This needs a little tunnel. All right, I'm making white. All right, then need white circles. And we now have a paint module solved, so it'd be nice to see how I can make this work. All right, there's the circles. So with the paint module, okay, this filled. That's fine. I want to copy all of this here. Copy. Got one here. Could just put it like here. Slowest part of this might be the white paint. All right, well, let's split this in half. Get the circles fed in. There's the white feed. One there. This. All right. Probably shouldn't copy all this, but I'm going to. I don't wind up running out of these other pieces that I need. Copy. Alright, and then there's white circles. Storage. Alright, yeah, we have a limit somewhere, because this isn't staying filled. It's actually the circles. I'm really not supplying circles fast enough? I think the longer this sits here, it's going to wind up being the white paint. That's the problem, not the circles. Although we do have a bulk on white paint, so that's why. Okay. Oh. Well, down there I only had... We're only getting half of these out, actually. Maybe I need multiple storage. And this needs to go here. We got that. And this. Those bottom lanes weren't moving at all. Okay, this is currently still rising, which is a good sign. Okay. It's showing a magenta issue. Which, I mean, we can fix that. Sure. Howdy, Renald. Here. Okay. You know, what's this game about? Making shapes. The factory game where you make shapes. Currently, we're trying to make this. Means I need this like square circle shape, make it blue, then get a white circle, stack it on top of there, and then I need a blue fan thing and stack it on top of that, like these things that I've previously made. So I've made the blue fans currently. We're working on making white circles. Getting that going. My factory is kind of spread all over at this point. Just crazy. You can cut pieces up and yeah. Right here. Grab this. There we go. That's going. Oh, this is the side where I decide, you know what, look, we won't double these up. But we are gonna double these up. Just there. Okay. But then for blue, all right, we can do this. We need blue here and here. That, pull this. There we go. All right. They're not going to be slow on paint. I can't, unless I added another line, I'm not getting circles down here faster than I currently am. Which maybe that's what needs to be done here. We need to double this up. And then this would go here. That would still work. This we can do as well. This game's actually pretty old. There's a newer version of this game too. I think this is from like 2015 or something. It's a little bit simpler than your Factorio. Okay. You and you, alright. They're not gonna be hurting on circles anymore. We're about to run into the issue where I'm gonna run out of storage. But I think I have this flowing as quickly as it could be. And you know what? I guess this could be that. Make sure that's flowing as quickly as possible. Alright, I think we've accomplished the white circle bit. So then we start by stacking the blue stars on the white circle and feeding that in. We'll worry about the second step later. So we got blue stars. I actually have way more white circles than I do blue stars, but that's... White stars need to be used in lots more places. Making more of these blueprint things is probably a good idea. But let's start transferring these. Closer. Dang. A lot of white circles. All right. 2 massive lanes of white circles. So then we need stacker mechanism, which we don't have down. Yes, we do. This contraption is a stacker. White's, no. We want blue star on white circle. Okay. Copy. White circle. Circle. Star. Tunnel. Here. Okay. We are putting blue stars on white circles? We sure are. Okay. Tunnel. Up. Okay. This primitive factory thing down here. About right. Ooh. Let's go right here. Well, okay. This can be cleaned up. Okay, good. We got a second line for that. Down here, because we are also doing this here. Combine these. That. If I combine this onto this belt, there'd be too many. So we mimic the path. One this way. Okay. So, we now have these being made. Thing is now, we need to get the circle half square nonsense and then stack that on it. We have that right here, and we need to start painting blue. Quite a process. Interesting. The blue stars is not keeping up. We're draining on blue stars currently. Okay. I'll make another lane of this then. So I want that. Put down a little more just in case. Just needs a little tunnel. So we get this to here. This. Yeah. There. We had the issue before where this was causing issues. That might be okay. We're having 2 lanes of this. Because it's going to be feeding those about as quickly as possible. Oh, something completed. Nice. Cutting, rotating, and stacking speed increase. Big. What? It wants me to stack my already producing thing here on this? Oh, God. That seems like a task for not right now. We stay on this, like... This is almost done. We're about to get the belt speed increase. It's taking me so long to work on this. This just kept feeding. That'll be done real soon. Okay, well... I do think this is going as quickly as it can be. Like, this is steady stream of these, currently. And it's not backing up, so it's kind of like... dead on. Okay, we need blue of this. Which means... Oh. Oh, there that is. Belt speed up. Okay, we can speed it up. It only needs this one thing now, so... I can potentially break some of it off. But belts are now much faster. Such that this is no longer keeping up. That's cool, though. Did it say 60k? It wants 60k of these? Alright, yeah, I guess I don't need to touch that for a while. We're working on this, too. It's delivered over 5k. So I kind of need to get this completed before I'm, like, stacking it on top of this. That's a whole different thing. That's why I kind of went hard on this. Okay. Going to... have this. Right here. Combine that. Nice, I didn't have to make the shape though. This is just here. But at the same time, completing this, 20k of these, unlocks me the next thing. Alright. So those are being made. So I could take one lane of this and start the stacking. Be working on both at the same time. White stars. It'd be nice though, like at some point, where it's like, oh, I can take my white factory and like use it on something else. Then the circles. Rather than having to keep recreating this massive project that has to go on to make white. It wants white for so much stuff. I think this is catching up. Yeah. The limit here is the stacking speed. Which is as it should be. That's why there's so many stackers. I wonder if I could add like another whole module of these. Let's consider that. Here. Combine those. All right, same thing here. Yep. We might be draining on these again, but that's okay. This was at 4.8. Yeah, it's kind of like I need a 3-way combiner. That's the problem with adding this. How about... Whoa, 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 whoa. We take... No. I need that. Combine this here. So that's kind of splits it. But at the same time, this one down here is not snagging like these ones have. I mean, they're all constantly going. Yeah, the production rate here isn't keeping up with the belt, but something. Okay, these are going. What is the rate on those? 24.1 a second. Delivered. Yeah, I'm delivering 24 per second. Hmm. And I need how? I need 20K. All right. This whole bottom production lane needs to get stacked. Gonna just pull all this. Let's storage this. This one there. This one. All right, and then we've got the path out for the finished product already there. So we are not doing enough of this. Basically. The big thing. Okay. More extractors. Nope. This there. Get another setup of this. Pull this out. here. Tunnel. All right. Well, this is now full. I should be getting close to keeping up with this. All right, then stacking. These are being produced as fast as you can stack through 12. I can't zoom out enough to capture all that. So maybe I just do the 4 module. And then just make 3 of them. And this goes here. This one goes under. Gets stacked on top. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's combined onto that. Let's pull this here. That is what it, yeah, I do have it made. Good. Alright, then we just need to get it to the extraction point. There we go. They are being sent. And without compromising my production of the other thing. The hub. Oof. I mean, that was a hour and a half project to make all this. And they're not even getting here yet, but double painting could change everything. Yeah, there they are. Numbers going up. Cool. Need 20,000 of those. This does use white circles, which I do have abundance of. This does require 2 different fans, which is yikes. The number is going up pretty quick too, and it's like steady flow still. Like both production lines are... We're keeping up on these. It's being limited by the belt speed, which is perfect. Oh, we're about to get limited by the painting speed on the stars. Might not, it's not the painting speed, it's the cutting stacking. Well, that's also why I made so much of this. Because this is empty. Alright, and this prioritizes output here on the top lane. So if I wanted it to split evenly, I could throw this here. Pull that out. Half will go to this project, half will go to this project. Yeah, there's really no way to, like, if I could just have stars somewhere without needing to take this, cut it in half, and stack it, this would have been so much simpler. I mean, I've also looked a decent amount, too. I mean, it's difficult just to find two of them that are together. Let alone that full fan shape. I mean, what I'm seeing now is maybe I was really lucky to find the two that I have that, yeah, are like this, where I could split in half. Like, where is this at? Like, I can't even see anything that I currently have. Pink fan question mark. Like that is so far away. Just for another one of those. That could possibly be made, but the thing is, like, I have to cut it, rotate one of them, stack them together to make the fan thing, then make it pink. But then I need two of them per finished project. And white circles. Oh? Extraction speed increase. Oh, look at that. It actually wants both of these. Okay. Well, I'm making both of those. Maybe... maybe the play is to work on this instead. To stack these on, but these are not coming in quick. Will they just find that shape? Well, no. Find that shape wouldn't be good enough. Because it's got split colors. Yeah. Those are just kind of trickling in. Right, and this has us throw in any extras of these onto there. So yeah, this is all being stacked right here. It's being limited currently on the production of the red and white circle bit, which happening up here. Which this is being limited on stacking speed. Okay. Well, we can fix that. Copy. Nope. Missed one. This. Put one there. The tunnel. Oh, come on. There you go. Looks like this is being caught up on the circle, because the circles are not being... but these aren't being cut fast enough. Huh. I mean, this is happening... okay, well, this is slowing now as well, because I only have 4 of these happening. My skills at building this has gotten better since I have made those. So this is eventually going to, like, show, like, filter down, and I am going to be limited on the reds as well. It might be a time to figure out the 4-way cutter thing. That might speed this cutting process up, because it's got to go through multiple phases of that. Let's think about that then. This is here. Well, whatever it's manufacturing could be wrong. Alright. We got top right. Go in there. Right here. Yeah, this is the way to figure this out. Alright, so top right is where it's supposed to be. Then we need counterclockwise. Make another top right. Alright, so top right's being done. And then we need bottom left, which is this. Then a counterclockwise there. Now, it seems like it's keeping up with the stack speed currently. I think it is producing them faster. Fast enough? Don't really know. Do that same thing way up here, though. I don't know if it's really faster. See about 4-way cut. This is counterclockwise. Clockwise. Combine. Combine. Oh, this is too close. What? This needs to be there. Wow, this is 4 different pieces. Got star piece, band piece, square piece, and circle piece. This, that. Well. Yeah, that's what I thought. I guess it can technically be like that. To combine these. Yeah, that works. Okay, so let's throw that there. Then we need to double up this. So let's split off one of these here. Cut this. Counterclockwise, counterclockwise. Combine, combine. Copy this. Combiner here, here, here. This goes there. Okay, so I have double production of both of those to match the possibility of the 8 stacker. And this should keep up because this is being limited by stacking speed, getting the individual pieces made. Something's wrong. Oh, okay, so hitting spacebar takes me there. Okay, so half of the reds are getting made the wrong way. Ah, right. Okay. Because it needs to be made the opposite of the white ones. Alright, well, that's gonna be a mess for a minute, but... Hey, bottom right, top left. This is making bottom right. I need... There we go. So yeah, this is a mess. Alright, but it looks to have sorted itself for now. I'm gonna reset these. I like having this extra to show me what's actually going into those. Especially if it's full. But yeah. All right, top left. Okay. So that's getting fixed. So what that means is we're just gonna be making some, yeah, they're getting to here already too. We're gonna be making some messy ones for a while. But all right. So that has increased the production of this. That at this point could be limited by the production of the green stars, the painting process. Which is what it looks like. Which we have a new way to paint. Down here at the fan. Oh, I want my input lines and my exit line. Copy that. Alright, green star. You need one of these. Yep, delete all that. Delete all this. What? I could. Get this more nicely placed here. Can I do... Yeah, that does technically work. There's the stars. There's the green. There's the green stars. All right, so that's going faster. Producing enough of, like, I still don't think I'm producing enough of them to warrant pulling a bunch off to stack on this. I guess I would need to make that first. Though this could be the last part of this project. I wonder what this little icon means right here. I wonder if this is going to be used in something kind of like this piece is. I can close this one. I was just watching that to watch it. Do have red of this. I could cut that. I can't. You can't. I could cut it 4 ways and then stack it. And, green squares. Got squares close by all over the place. Making green squares is not hard. What is hard is getting the red on the other piece up here somewhere. I mean, there's one. Here's one. There's one. Oh, that's just one. One. It's just one. Yeah, they're like full squares showing up here. It'd be really fantastic just to, well, no, like even just finding the shape, it doesn't matter. Like, I need the pieces. But having them together when I paint them is a nice start. Just one. Oh, I marked the last one I found because I just don't find them. And like, I've... How far away do I look and drag this across the whole zone? Now, if there was a way to just cut the edges off, this is kind of there, but don't quite think so. If I could find that fully assembled fan part, like, I would just mass produce, like, extract those and send them somewhere. There's got to be some amount of RNG to it, because it's rare for the pieces to even show up. So the odds... Okay, here's one. That... is all the pieces in one cut that go on the finished project. Christmas fan. Okay, well... Finding the colors, like, that's not bad. The trick here will be... Start with... 1. We need to cut it into 4 pieces. And then, with that, I want... in this. Top left, bottom right square. So we have bottom right, we need top left, making this a counterclockwise rotation. And then bottom left, top right. We got bottom left, we need top right, which would make clockwise rotation. Like that. I guess I could just start storing this. Like, store each of the component pieces. I made... storage facilities of them. I could... have those 2 buffers? Buffers? What do you mean? Like, I'm thinking that if I just went ahead and started, like, okay, then I'm gonna stack these together, that might be get... Yeah. I got a storage device. I'm just trying to plan. Because we need to stack these together. And stack these together. Make these pieces, but then this needs colored green, this needs colored red, then these pieces need stacked together. I don't know if this can keep up currently. So the cutting can keep up, the stacking can't. Okay. We'll stack them. Well, I'll get them put together. I just need to take this and split them into 4 lanes. And then we're stacking this and this. Okay. Funnels for the rest, and then this goes there, so that this can go here. This goes there. Stack this. Get that. Then, yeah, the same kind of idea. Well, if I could flip this. Okay, so this one needs a loop. Get out here. Then another stack. And then I need for the time being, store that and store this to see if it can keep up. It might be able to. It does give me, okay, say I grab this cutter, 2 items per second, stacker is 1 item per second, and then this is producing 6.4 per second, and the belt can move 12 per second. So technically, like, it can handle that. Those are the pieces that I need. And this is being limited by cutting speed and stacking speed. Like, but I'm accounting for the cutting speed in the splitting it into 2 stackers. Oh, I could. Copy this. No, I missed a piece. I guess I'm copying. Oh. I want to copy this. The belt can transfer 12 per second. This is producing 2 per second. So I need 6 of these. Okay, and then if this is only producing 2 per second, like, this doesn't matter. I guess we could do it like this. This is still. I guess I wouldn't need to do this. I can, if I wanted, just turn these. So now this is still producing 6.4. So let's say we extractor here. One there. Feed that. Or there. Or there. Or for this one. This here. For that. So then, syncing up all the outputs. I mean, this is so far away from everything else, like, none of this matters, so. Get storage 1, storage 2. Find that. Combine that. Oh, too far. Or not far enough. Ah. Okay. This one gets combined to there. As does this. Okay. So there's that part. We're gonna need tunnels and all kinds of stuff for the other. I could potentially squeeze it into here. This is gonna need a tunnel there. No, we don't want to go in front of it. This here. And catch on to that. This one. No. And catch on to this. Oh, this is all top lane. Okay, so this can actually feed into the bottom side of this. Unlocked a regular or a variant of the painter. Works similar to the regular painter, but processes 2 shapes at once, consuming just 1 color instead of 2. Okay. Let's see. We need this. Go here. Combine with this. Make tunnel there. Combine these. All right. I get to color them. Well, that would be a new project. 180-degree rotator. I think there's 25 levels to this as well. And then it might just give you random. things to build beyond that. And I'll get faster extraction as well before too long. Well, I think I at least want to get this painted and put together. Like, have this part functioning. Like, at least finish that part of today's project. Which is, yeah, out here. So color-wise, these need to be red. We get a whole new coloring thing now, and need another tunnel. These need to be green. There's a green, yep. Alright, those need to be green. So now, our painter... We only get this one formation of it. We can't flip it. We can rotate it. So I guess we're going this way. Okay. No. Let's split this here. Have lane 1. Well, Oh. Gonna take a lot more space to get this in a fluid functioning mechanism there. I'm using the space that was there. .75 times 2. This is 1 item per second. So 0.75 to make 2, or 1 second each to make 2. It takes more. So if I can figure this out, this is technically faster. It uses less color input, which is nice for the mixed colors. I just don't know how I'm going to make a tunnel of it. Maybe I could tunnel in the color? Think about that. So let me get a row of red. Nope. No, it would need to be one further. This would have to be here. So how this would work is I could split this off, pivot that way, tunnel into this. This could split into there. Keep going to the next one. And this top side just come out. And then tunnel out. Painted copy. I feel like it works. Is it efficient? I don't know. I didn't grab. Fine. That. All right. So that's something. So this is. Look at this again. .75 for 2. I just got another idea. Alright, we'll try this out with the other one. Where's the other one? So we want this. Nope, extract. Color. No. We want a module. Why is this? So this would split here. Curve in, kind of like the previous one. Then keep going. This goes out this way. It could go out the other way. It could go out either way. So let's say there. And this would do that. Like this. line. Making this look clean. Throw that in. I need to map out the production. And it's all based on this input, which should be 12. We should be making 12 per second. They are all synced as well, so that's good. .75 times 2. It needs 2 inputs every 0.7. I'm trying to get this to my 12 input. So input wise, it's 1.5 per second. Which means I need 2 more of these. Fine. That. Alright, then that should all be producing constantly. And this should, yeah, 6 items per second is enough here because it only uses 1 color per. And this looks a lot nicer to me than what I did here. Yeah, this takes up way more space. There's so much dead space. This is a lot more compact. At least in this part. Like, I didn't need to do this crazy nonsense with the output, but I'm gonna grab. This would be the module. I'm gonna delete all this. Okay, then 2, 4, 6. Don't need that anymore. Okay. Whoa! Oh, no Control Z on this game. Yes, I did. This one went that. This one turned up 1. No. Turned down 1. Okay, then box that. Then I need to stack them together. That's the next step there. We should be able to remove this box. Wow. Same with this one. Okay. Automated. And we should still be producing about 12 per second. So stacker does 1 per second. All right, let me go find a stacker. Every single time I can prevent like redesigning and building this stuff myself, and seem to be doing so. This is a stacker. I want to send this one up this way. Perfect. Then this. Oh. Alright, that is 12. Looks right to me. Highlight that. Copy. Okay, then actually combine that. Shouldn't matter. on, it went unsymmetrical. Go there. All right, they're being made. Then can I see this? Produced. It says 12 per second. Good, 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 good. I did the math work and it's actually coming out. Okay, cool. So that also means we no longer need this storage. Or this storage. It's all just gonna happen out here. And then for this, I need a stack. This red and white with green star on top of it, on top of that. And at the same time, like, this is all so archaic that oh, would you look at that? I'm running out of white circle? I probably should just, like, redo this. Like, build its own thing out there. And just make this on its own. And let these just keep flowing as they are. Just build a whole new... Look at that. Circle. Right in the middle of it. Which means, out here, I'm gonna have to make white. And I think that might be a problem for tomorrow. Centralized processing time? That would probably take a few hours set up. I don't know what that means. I'm kind of a noob when it comes to these games. Which honestly made this one a little more appealing. Even though it's so simple. Collecting stocks of things. This is not keeping up. Collecting stocks of things and using those stocks. Yeah, I guess it could. This is not keeping up. Aha! I see why. Collecting the whole circles, then splitting them later on is needed. Yeah. I mean, it gives me the space. Like, I got enough space to do whatever. Nothing costs resources. I just get to build it and make the automation. So definitely could do something like that. So I could set one of these up at every exit of this and just let this build up, like, what would that be? 30k of these rather than just the 5 that I can hold right now, which would be most of the production that I actually need. rather than trying to like make it automate the entire thing. This all smoothly flowing now? Yes. So the math on this isn't working out right. .75 times 6 times 2. That's 9. So it needs 2 more. Well, okay. 2 more. Means the other one's gonna need 2 more as well. And now, since there's 8 of these, they look a lot nicer. Okay. Find that. Nope. This combiner. I did. There. Okay. So now that should be making enough. Do the same thing here. Ah. Then this one. There. Clean this up. That up. But now, it already filled that, so it should all be flowing out of here at full speed, given my current limitations. No. So I still want a box. Feels better to put them in a box, even if I might delete the box, than it does to put them in the trash can. Hmm. That's... And... path. There. That's a cutter. Combine that. What the hell's 4's going into this? 4's going into this. But now 3 is going into that. 3 is going into this. Three is going into this. So that should smooth out whatever was happening there, I hope. Until that, like, bottles up. Then I guess it would be... like, can I make the other pieces at 12 per second? The rest of it. With the circles. I don't know. That's something we might mess with tomorrow. I think that's where I will stop with shapes for today. Made progress. Built some cool things. Got this whole fan thing figured out. Got new structures happening. This is my, like, most optimal thing that I've made. Is all this. Like, it's all coming together pretty perfectly. I like it, but we'll save. And say GG on shapes.